Brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing Deck Doctor. I asked my mod Nezo to make a spreadsheet in order to collect all of your thoughts and deck list and combos in order to go over that together and see which are the best options for the upcoming meta in the current TCG and on Master Tour. So let's see how my guys are gonna do during this format. So let's see, let's start with Gravitron. So it's a water deck, and the notes are go first and win. Holy. Very weird, because this is probably one of the few times that you're gonna see this shit. So the way it works is basically they end loop the opponent. The only thing that I need to understand is why we have Mulling Glacia in the side deck. We also see Goti. Okay, we don't see the princess though. We don't see the Princess Peach here. So we have Keith. One live fish is kinda weird. Neptab is obviously the best normal summon for the Atlanteans, but we don't see the princess. Which is very weird. Pieces, Trip Sykes, and just one pieces. This seems very weird in terms of ratios, Angler, and Nettle. Now we got double Snowpius. When in TCG I think Snowpius, like in a 60 card pile, could be a 1. And then we got Colecant, the pile of all piles. And 3 Colecant is kinda, you know, very weird. Left arm offering. That grass looks greener and talent. Now, in terms of what do we want to mill with grass? What are our pluses? Like, except for Tidal, except for Fishborg, I don't really, I mean, maybe Lapis. No, I don't think so. No. There is not really a plus in the grass. Actual gameplay of the deck. Oh, I see. What's going on? I'm asking what's going on because only because all those cards are water. That doesn't make sense that you think that they like bridge with each other. I understand why you are going for the grass looks greener. You wanna mill the Colecant, right? And you are trying to get it in rotation with the white deck, with the white aura, in order to summon it back. Right? Like, I do understand that you wanna summon the Monoceros in order to like get the Colecant, and from the Colecant you get a lot of stuff in rotation, I would say. Like, it's okay. And like you can also like mill the Tidal and stuff, but like, to be honest with you, this grass has no value. Why this grass has no value? Because the way that you are playing grass right now means that you need to open very playable in order to have a good grass. You are playing left arm offering, and left arm offering would especially look very good if you were playing more Gotis. You're not playing more Gotis. You're just playing like just a couple of those in a 60 card pile, which is definitely not enough. And also, Gotis requires engine requirements like more leaf fish, the princess to get access to leaf fish. Otherwise, it's an engine that doesn't really work very well together. So Goti requiring a lot of engine requirements, in my opinion, and the fact that you are mixing it with Atlantis and Gishki, it's a huge no from me. I think you need to take a strategy and stick on it. Only because a deck is full water, it does not mean they bridge with each other. You mixed 3 total different strategies. It's like putting oil in water. you will see obviously that there is oil in water. But oil and water does not mix. And that's basically what I would suggest you. I would suggest you to take one of those engines and actually build a deck around that engine. Because the way that you're doing right now, it's very conflicting. And I would also assume that going first does not really work. So you're going first and win doesn't really work. I can see this very fragile to one entrant. And for the extra deck, again, just pick one and choose, because right now your extra deck is mostly focused on a GOTY strategy, like a little option for male, and something for GOTYs. Like a GOTY strategy, something for mermail that's basically Atlantean. You are not even playing an Xyz in order to utilize Atlantean Dragoon at his peak, in order to establish like Mammoth, Shark, and stuff like that. Like you are limiting your options. I think if you want to play a water deck, just pick one of those three strategies because they don't mix well together, and go for one actually. I don't like the thought process of it. I do appreciate the I do appreciate the fact that you are trying new stuff, but I don't really think this is gonna work out. Let's go to the next one. TEARLAMENTS KASHTIRA, LUNALIGHT FIENDSMITH. Just mill good, to be honest. If you draw better than an embryo, you at least get a mill 5, which is cool. Bird is the best card in the deck, to be honest. I like the fact that you have separated the engine, so I can just take a deeper look into it. So let's talk about it. This is another pile. Now let's talk about those engines. First of all, the first thing I'm noticing is the fact that you only play 2, FIENDSMITH. While I think FIENDSMITH is an amazing card in this deck and should be a 3-off 100%. I'm seeing the fact that you are playing the Shadows in order to mill more cards. I am not against this option, to be honest. I think it's fine. Olo is also a Fiend, and if I look at your extra deck, do we have... We don't have Area Leader. I would definitely take in consideration also Area Leader. I think Area Leader is an amazing card. In this deck specifically. Anyways. Shufflers, nothing to complain about it, and you're also playing the Goat Laughs in order to have more value from the grass. So I think in terms of flex spot, I do understand why you're playing those. And the Shufflers, like, I think are good. TEARLAMENTS engine seems quite big. So we see 3 Rhino, 2 Scream, which I think is fine, 3 Tier Cash, and then 1 of each name, 1 Griff, 3 Perle Rhino. I don't even dislike it, to be honest. So I would take in consideration to put it at 2 and bump the FIENDSMITH at 3 because it's a guaranteed play. Let's talk about the with the LUNALIGHT engine. I see that you're playing 3 Tanky, which I definitely like. 2 Tiger, okay. You are playing the Dance, 2 Kaleido, Chic, 1 Marten, and 3 Perfume. Now, there is a card that, in my opinion, you are missing. It's super essential, especially in this strategy. If you want to mill and you want to have a more cohesive deck, it's LUNALIGHT Black Sheep that you are missing in your deck. Even though you will not use the effect to add polymerization, you will use the effect in order to add LUNALIGHT Tiger from the graveyard to your end. Now, let's move. So, add 1 ship. I think Ferry is a very good card. And I would I don't like the KASHTIRA package that you put in. I don't think... I know that you really like Bert, but I think the Unicorn is unnecessary. Because at that point you are not playing your strategy anymore. Like you're trying, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to go Unicorn, add Bird, try, and then you want to mill the tier cash. You want to summon back the tier cash, and that's basically what you're trying to do. But the issue with the strategy and I will be very straightforward with that, is that you are not playing the extra deck tool to make the strategy viable. You're not playing the extra deck tool because if you really want to play the extra deck tool, there are two options if you want to do that with Unicorn. And there are only two options, and there is literally nothing else. There is a Venom fusion monster that you can summon by using Tiger, and it's a level 7. So any Pendulum monster with any tier element can summon a Venom level 7. You're gonna use those two level 7 or Unicorn and Ferrier to summon the Mecha Phantom Beast. Summon 2 token. Use one for Link Spider. And then you can go into Saruya. Or FIENDSMITH. And that's what you are supposed to do. If you want to summon the 2 level 7. Which I don't suggest, because it's quite an insane space like to take in your extra deck, and you are just using Bird to have one more body when, in my opinion, is definitely not needed, to be honest. Considering your options, I don't think I would play Nibiru. I think if there is a card that you want to absolutely play in your deck, is definitely Trust. Because Trust gives you everything that you want. Like your entire deck, if a Trust resolves, seems like insanely good. And I definitely would 100% go for Trust. Overall, your deck does not seem bad. Definitely not a bad attempt, to be honest. So, let's proceed over your extra deck. We see a Winda, which is fine with the package that you are playing right now with your strategy. We see a Mudragon, we see a Necrokeep, which also makes sense. Dracostapilia is okay. I like Kaleido. Bamut Shark is good. Bujin, it's bullshit. I understand that you mill 5, but this card, I really don't like it. I really don't like it. I would rather prefer Edugares instead of this. It gives you so much value and options, in my opinion. That's not worth it to go for the Bujin 90% of the time. Obviously, we mill. You don't have to mill, to be honest. There are options, actually. There are options with Sprint that you might want to take in consideration if you want to play the sequence that you are not playing, and it's wild. Sequence can summon Kaleido. Kaleido, it's a pin monster. Holy shit, I wish like, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so talking about that, there is a monster to take in consideration. Versago the Destroyer says it can be used as a substitute for any one fusion material, blah blah blah. Other materials must be correct. When you play this kind of deck, Versago, if you want it, you don't have to. Versago is very good with Area Litter because you can send it in a graveyard after you went for it using sequence. Then you can make Sprint, send a Merly and Versago can make Rule Chaos. Now, you even play this combo, or you play Caesar. Your choice. So if I look at your deck, I already see that 100%, like that's a no-brain, you should play sequence in your deck. I would not play the Kagutsuchi. I would not consider IP. I don't think IP is needed in this deck list. You should end on SP. And I would not consider Barricade Blocker. I do understand why you're playing Barricade Blocker. I know why you're playing Barricade Blocker. I used to play that too, but the time I used to play this card, there were curious. Otherwise, this card is literally the most dogshit card you can make just because you want to discard the card, and like because you literally want to discard the perfume, because you want to discard the dance. I know that it's nice to have in some situation the barricade blocker. You just play number 62 Gares, and you're fine. Brother, you need Area Leader no matter what, because Area Leader can send also the Shadow to the graveyard, because this shit is a fiend. For some reason, this card is a fucking fiend. Like, and you have an Area Leader that mills, and you have a Shadow Wind to make, because you can also make Sprint. There is no reason to not play. There is not a reason to not play Area Leader. You have a shit, like every time you can access your Engraver, or you can access the FIENDSMITH combo, you have always guaranteed on the board window. Guaranteed. Now you decide what you want to cut. You need, I'm telling you what to cut, to be honest. You cut this shit, you put 2 cards. You cut this shit, you put sequence. You cut this shit, you put Area Leader. And then for the rest of the deck list, you already went over it. And I think that's fine enough. And I think you got an insight over that. For now, I would say 6 out of 10. Put more thoughts into it. Good job. TEARLAMENT FIENDSMITH. Another TEARLAMENT deck. Let's go. So let me see. And also, holy shit, I'm giving you the option to write notes about your deck, right? I'm literally giving you the option to write notes about your deck in order to explain me your plans, in order to explain me stuff, in order to go over it, like to actually go in detail. Someone took the actual chance to do it, and you just feel good, to be honest. I mean, you are based for that, but holy shit. Now, let's go over Melty Dreams. I know playing so many tier spell and traps can seem a bit OD, especially Trigriff, but personally, I like it a lot as a way to keep your plays going through end traps, or act as a semi-starter if your end is ass. You can also afford to side more cards out going second for high impact side deck cards with it. Okay, yeah, it's very OD to play triple Griff. I do understand the logic, but you already know what I'm gonna say about it. So let's go over all the ratios actually, because I like when you guys are nice and give me, I can separate all the ratios without clicking A to Z. It's very bad then for me to recover. This one I'm not gonna count. I mean, it's definitely should be counted, but like, it's more a goods package and stuff. I like the fact that you're playing only one shuffler, especially in this list. Someone with a 3 engraver, thank God. The 3 bestials. 3 bestials. It's okay. It's okay. I would rather have a Mulcham here, to be honest. Personal opinion, I would rather have a Mulcham if I had to play an end trap. I do understand that bestials are more versatile, but I think Mulcham is more high impact, and this deck requires Mulcham. It's also Aqua, and it has more synergy with the archetype. I do understand that you are playing the bestial because are also level 6. I'm not saying that I dislike this option, and also because you can make a Mudragon, blah blah blah. I don't give a shit about Mudragon. I like Mulcharme because you need more high impact cards. It's not about bestials are not good in this deck. I do think that bestials are good. I do think that in a deck like this, you need a lot of high impact cards. And that's why if you can only run a few of those, then you should choose the most impactful one that in my opinion is Mulcha. So let's talk about the package. 3 Rhino, 1, 1, and 1. Again, I would rather have 1 Tier Cash and 1 Ferrier. 1 Ferrier, just 1 Ferrier, and 2 Tier Cash. I think I like it more, to be honest. Makes Tier Cash slightly better. Griff, Griff, I would cut it at 1, to be honest. I would cut it at 1, or yeah, I would cut it at 1, to be honest. One of these, it's fine. I think 1 shuffler in a close to 40 is good. 3 engraver, lurry, blah blah blah, and 3 goods with goat. 8 out of 10 deck building. We could discuss the Garura that could be Area Leader, but that's about it. Garura is good, not mandatory, definitely an okay card. I think it's fine. Then for the side deck, Droll. Droll is a very impactful card right now. In a tier deck, I don't really see it. I like Nibiru a lot, especially right now in this format. Droll is good, don't get me wrong. I don't see it in a tier deck. I think it's kinda weird. I mean, but if you have to choose Entraps, I think you would choose Droll, right? Because it's a very impactful one, but I still don't see 3 Mulcharmy. There is no way you're not siding Mulcharmy, to be honest. Droll is a very impactful one. And in your deck, you can only play impactful Entraps. And I do agree that Droll is one of those. So that's why I'm not complaining on the fact that you are siding Droll. But I would definitely side Mulcharmy. Or main Mulcharmy. If they're cross out, someone is shitting his pants right now. Someone is definitely shitting his pants for playing this combination. You are genuinely shitting your pants. I think you just should embrace your loose condition and not playing this dog shit package. Just embrace your loose condition, to be honest. Sometimes it's gonna happen, sometimes it might not happen. I think you just embrace it. Playing bad cards to justify, playing bad cards to justify possible loose condition, it makes no sense. And there is not even call by the way. And there is not even call by the way. And this is an okay package. Again, 8 out of 10 is very deserved, my brother. You are cooking, keep going. Next one. So, leftover shark. Kashtira. I know Ogre and Prepper us, I might cut them for Entrap, so why you didn't cut them for Entrap? But they have been putting in work at my locals, adding some slight cooking in my extra deck as well. Thank you for your consideration and constructive criticism in advance. So what do we got here? Let me peep. Very NPC. Very, very NPC. Ogre and Prep. Don't even think those are very bad, to be honest. I'll be real with you. I don't even think Ogre is that bad. You think it's us? I don't even think it's so us, actually. I would definitely play the other trap, though. The other trap as well. I think you play both. 3 Shifter, 3 Ash, Impermanence, Veiler, and Cold by the Grave. Broderigno. Ah, no, those two... Sus. Also draw a picture for you. Extra deck. Let me see the cooking. That's why you're playing Veiler. You're doing Omega shit. And this shit is actually Omega shit. Someone actually suggested Haggard Lizardos, and I do agree on that, actually. I fuck with that. I think I would prefer, like, if I had to play an Entrap that conflicts, it doesn't even conflict with the Shifter if you open it together. You just wait for your opponent to add, and then you drop a Droll Change Shifter, and the game is over. While Veiler gets, like it's very weird on how it gets live later on. Hold up. There is a card missing. If you're playing this package, no, I think I know. I mean, this package that he's playing is very specific because he's playing Sprint and he's playing Promethean. This is a Protoss package. Do it. I don't know if you know how to do it. And I don't see the Proto stuff in the side deck. Maybe plays... I do not understand. So this one, like, I really don't understand. I'll be real with you. This one is us. Like, I'm gonna draw a poop. Poop, poop. And also a smell. Smelling poop. Mulcharmi in the main would be good. I don't like it. It's like you took KASHTIRA from 2 formats ago and you didn't cook. Like in this deck, you need draw power. And yes, I would play Desires with Prosperity. Yes. Yes. Literally check Ryan new KASHTIRA decklist when he was playing KASHTIRA. It was actually nasty. You guys know Ryan Hooper for playing Labyrinth? He was a nasty KASHTIRA player. That guy was the chosen NPC. He was playing 3 Desire, 1 Prosperity when everyone was like when everyone was on other stuff. Yeah, I really dislike your decklist. Like a lot, actually. 3 out of 10. Too much stuff. That doesn't make sense. And it shouldn't be that difficult, to be honest. Whitewood's FIENDSMITH toys. I'll tell you one thing. I think the deck is hella inconsistent. Like FIENDSMITH toys, I think it's hella inconsistent. But let's see. It's based around setting up a strong board with the fight forest while playing around entraps with both the FIENDSMITH engine and the toy engine. 13 entraps due to being a 50% of opening 2 going second cards, 2 silver instead of 1 for lack of better starters. There is the option to search Nibiru with the basic to... Okay, I see. You are going Veiler Nibiru. You are going Veiler Nibiru with that. My brother thinks I don't know. My brother thinks I don't know. You going Veiler Nibiru right now. I know the combo. I know that shit. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. There is the option to search Nibiru with basic to card combos if Ragnarite is played, but I do not know what to cut from the extra to make that possible game plan for board breaker matchup. Let's see. Okay. To Sylvie, lack of starters. I see why. So yeah, I don't like the second Sylvie. I think you should play Reinforcement to have more toy soldiers. I like Magician Soul. I would play more. I think this card is bad. I think Tractus should be at 1. I know why you're playing more than 2, more than 1. You play 1. I would actually increase the Magician Soul and play Reinforcement. I like the Ogre. I like the Veilers. I think flex spots are alright. In that sense. Unfortunately, the consistency is not there. And that's why the deck breaks. Let me see your extra deck. Good, 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 good. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Whatever. This is a whatever, to be honest. Good, 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 good. I see. So you want to play Gallan Granite? Let me think. Yeah, it's probably Goddess if you want to do that. Do you really need the access code package? Those 3 are the most sus, to be honest. I think those 3 should be Chaos Angel, Gallan Granite, and the Shrimp. And I like a lot the Magician Soul idea. I would like actually delve more into it and actually consider stuff with pre-prep and stuff. Because pre-prep with Magician Soul is goated, because pre-prep gets into Magician Soul, and if you have a dead pre-prep, you can send it with Magician Soul to draw more. So I would actually like consider this option more. That's about it. You are playing Skill Drain. So I'm just gonna write it here. Where is goods? So you're playing skill drain and you're not playing foolish goods. I would definitely, if your side is skill drain, I would side foolish goods and I would side black gold gloves. And that's a matter of fact, you do that shit. Also, I'll tell you one thing. I know that you really want to play Entrap, but you're gonna notice that this deck plays way better with board breakers. So you might want to test more cards like Evenly, Goods and Black Goat Loves in the main deck with one skill drain in the main deck, because it's very versatile, and I think that this version especially, it's very, very good with board breakers. I tested this. You cannot fix the consistency if you play Entrap. This shit is ass with Entrap. Like, I do understand. I am not disliking your Entrap approach. I am telling you that from my testing, this shit was ass because the consistency was low and the Entraps were just at the breaks when I could have had something like a Goods that could send like even if you send to the graveyard the fucking Metaphor Fusion and you play Metaphor Fusion with the Magician, so like that raise your consistency, but Goods could also be a Black Goat Loves in the graveyard, or when you go first it could also be a skill train. Like, you need also to take in consideration those things, and that's why in my opinion the Entrap approach is far less good than the board breaker approach in this specific variant. That said, I hope you appreciate my explanation. Enter name Flonder. Bottom bat, help beat Flamberge, push back campaign is also good against other ignition effect like Engraver to send. Hold up. Let this man cook. Let this man cook. Bottom bat. Hold up. Hold up. Up to thrice per turn. If your opponent's normal or special summon a monster, except during the damage step, you can target one of them. Toss a coin. If the result is heads, change it to face up attack or position. Can you even use it? Or if the result is tail, change it to face down defense position. Can you even use this card? If they summon in attack position, can you actually use this card? I mean, but if you have Amp and they need to summon in defense. Hold up. Yo, this man is cooking. You have Emperor on the board, you summon the shit, they summon in defense, and you have Bettan that costs a coin every time. For 3 times. Once per turn, if another monster on the field is flipped face up, or a face up monster is changed to face down the position even during the damage step, you can target one of them, change it to face up at the position of the face down. Holy shit. Yo. Yo. Yo, he's cooking. 3 books. I would play 6 books actually this form. I think Book of Eclipse is crazy broken. Nah, you're tripping. You are smoking dicks right now for not playing 6 books. Nah, you play definitely 6. 6. No, it's 6. 100% 6. No, like Book of Eclipse is crazy broken right now. Sus. I mean, it's not whatever. You actually need to put a lot of thoughts into it. Like, I know it might sound crazy, but you actually, especially when you play a deck that does not use your extra deck, you need to build your deck in situation in which you imagine yourself that are like very reliable for you to use an extra deck. So building an extra deck for Flounder, even though it might sound the most stupid shit in the world, you probably need to build it perfectly. Because when it comes up, it comes up. No, I like it. I actually like this bat thingy. And do you think the consistency is enough? No, you should play Extravagance. I think the consistency is quite low if you don't play Extravagance. I don't like this deck. 5 out of 10. I would play more pots. I think your consistency is very low right now. Actually low. With the bat technology is a 10 out of 10, to be honest. FIENDSMITH Unchained. I'm struggling between playing Musketeer or Beast as a basic engine. I think it's better Beast, because Muskets choke you on FIENDSMITH sequence line. If Beast's line gets interrupted, FIENDSMITH acts as an extender. Of course, Muskets are better going second. Please, Nash and say, help me. I got you. FIENDSMITH Unchained. I got you. Let me double check this shit. Holy, the ratio looks clean. Good. 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 Sus. I like it too. Personally, I like it too. You play 3 if you play Dark Ruler. I'm gonna get mad now. 1, 2, 3. You wanna play the Squirmer? Cut the Squirmer. Another brick in your deck? That sounds crazy. And play the third Trust. This is criminal, Dark Ruler too. Okay, so third Trust. Good. Good, good, good. Maybe. I need to see the rest of the extra deck before saying if it's good or not. Good, 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 good. I see. You wanna even play the Dark Beckoning or the Muskets? I see. Then you only play. Then you have to play. Okay, so I see what you're saying. If you do that though, you need to play 3 of the Musket that special summon from the deck, and 1 Musket that reborns from the graveyard, which is a 4 package, which is basically the Beaconing and the Continuous. So I actually think I like the Musket. So you cut this shit. You cut this shit. You cut this shit. You cut this shit. You play this at 3. Because it's actually... And then you also play 1 quick. I know the 1 quick, like 1 quick is good. If you do that. And then you play 5 Muskets. And I think you should play on a perfect 40. No, I think Muskets are too good going second to not use those. I mean, right now it's a 6 out of 10. Do it with the Muskets. I think you can raise it to an 8 out of 10. With the Muskets, I would give you an 8 out of 10.